What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to this Wolves preview here on Anfield Agenda. A big game coming up, and look, we've got some results that have actually gone our favour already this weekend. I'm recording this on Saturday evening after Everton have just lost to Burnley. We've also seen Chelsea draw with Leeds earlier on, so I don't know. Is this top four race maybe back on? Am I being a little bit too optimistic? It's really tough to know. But you know what? As always here on Anfield Agenda, we're going to try and stay positive. This video, as with all our videos, is brought to you with thanks to our sponsors, Boyle Sports. And earlier on today, Jack Gill caught up with Leon Blanche from Boyle Sports to have a little chat around today's game. So before I get into my predicted 11 and my score predictions, let's go and catch up with the guys' chat earlier on.
Hello, it's Jack Gill and welcome back to Anfield Agenda. I am joined by Leon from Boyle Sports for this one. A quick preview then ahead of the Wolves game on Monday night. Obviously, we saw when Wolves came to Anfield earlier on in the season with a few fans at Anfield. It was a convincing win for the Reds, but a lot has happened since then, Leon, hasn't it? The Reds have dipped in form and it's not been a good run recently from Liverpool. I suppose the big boost ahead of the game is it's an away game.
Yeah, Jack, I think it is good that it's away from home. I think if you look at some of our away performances, it's been like the old Liverpool. But at Anfield, certainly 8 games without a win. It's a dreadful run. There's no other word to describe it. It's been awful. We just haven't even looked like scoring. I think the other night against Leipzig, I think the situation of the game suited us a bit. Leipzig had to come out. They were always going to leave a bit of space in behind. But I thought Mo Salah's goal was absolutely world class. It was Salah of old, taking it inside and just placing it into the bottom-hand corner. Great for Saudio to get on the score sheet as well. But now we're back to the Premier League. So when you look at the Premier League, I think obviously Wolves they're dangerous, but they don't score enough. They don't score enough, really. So I think Liverpool, looking at them, it's a chance to get another away win. We've beaten Spurs, we've beaten West Ham, we've beat Sheffield United, we beat Leipzig away. So why not go to Wolves and win? I still think, Jack, the top 4 is beyond us. We're 7-10 to beat Wolves. Wolves are a big price, however. They're nearly 4-1, 15-4. And the draw here is 11-4. I expect Wolves to keep it tight. I think if Bowley comes back, he gives them a bit more solidity at the back. But I still feel Liverpool, they'll want to win this game because we don't have a Premier League game for a couple of weeks after that.
And Leon, we're boosted. Well, we were boosted by that win in midweek. We're also boosted to see Fabinho back into that midfield for Liverpool. And also, I think the current form of Nat Phillips is good for us Liverpool fans, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I mean, I've been saying this for quite some time, as many Reds have. Why on earth do we keep trying to play centre midfielders as centre backs? Play players in their position, and then you don't. Like, by bringing Fabinho out of midfield or bringing Jordan out of midfield, you're upsetting the whole midfield. You're upsetting even the forwards, because we're a side that gets the ball back quite quickly when we have Fabinho, when we have Jordan in our team in the middle of the park. And just having a presence, I felt we were a bit weak in the middle of the park when we didn't have Fab sitting in front of the back 4, because he is so strong physically. He's able to see a pass. He's able to win a tackle. And you even saw Thiago, I thought, benefited from having Fabinho beside him in the middle of the park, because he lets Thiago go and express himself a bit further forward. So it's great that he's back in the middle of the park. I think Big Jurgen said he won't be playing anywhere else bar as that number 6. So here's hoping the Reds can go to Wolves and get another 3 points. I think we can. I think we can beat Wolves, and we should be beating Wolves. We're a better side. We've got better players. Let's go at them. Let's treat this game like a must-win, because you just never know. I do feel we're not going to finish top 4, but if we go on a bit of a run in the Premier League, you never know what's going to happen. We've still got, what, 30 points to play for, 10 more matches. So let's try and win them all, and then let's see where we end up.
You're right, it is going to be difficult, and Liverpool really can't afford many more slip-ups, or we can't really afford to drop many more points, and we know how the game's going to go against Wolves. We know, well, we saw how they set up against City. They like to, you know, frustrate. They sat back, and they're dangerous on the counter with Pedro Neto and Adama Traore, which could hurt Liverpool on Monday night.
Yeah, look, absolutely. They are a real counter-attacking side, and you've made 2 good points there in terms of those 2 players. They have real pace, and they have a bit of trickery as well. The one thing Wolves have really missed is the injury, and we hope he's okay, Raul Jimenez. He was their focal point. He was the one that everyone else worked off. He's not there at the minute. Jose hasn't scored in, 7 or 8 matches. They are struggling to get goals. But I like Nat Phillips. Anytime he's pulled on that red shirt, I don't think he's let himself or his club down. He's played exceptionally well. And him and Kabak, it's another chance for them to play again together. I think we've got to try and get these guys playing as many games together before the quarterfinals of the Champions League. They want to get to know each other. They want to learn from each other. When one maybe goes a little bit, the other one can tuck in. It's vitally important a centre-half pairing knows exactly what the other one is going to do. And that only comes by playing games together. So Liverpool, for me, to win 2-1. And I think that man again, Mo Salah, if you're looking for a first goal scorer, I couldn't really put you off having a little touch at Mo Salah. He's the 11-4 favourite. However, I do like the fact that Diogo Jota is going back to Wolves. I hope he starts this time. He looked so lively against Leipzig. He just doesn't give a defender a moment's peace. He's at you all the time. He's quick. He's strong. He's always looking to get in behind. He's 4-1 to score the first goal. And as we all know from watching football, former players seem to always do well against their former clubs.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a win on Monday. I'm a bit worried based on the Reds' current form. I think I'm backing a draw, a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be a tough ask for Liverpool. Maybe we now have one eye on the European Cup as well, on the Champions League after reaching the last 8 in midweek. Thank you very much for joining me for this one, Leon. And let me know in the comments what you all think.
Right, folks, you heard what Jack had to say, you heard what Leon had to say, now it's over to me. So as always, I'm going to start off with my score prediction on this one. And what I see here and what I'm hoping for here is a 2-1 away win for the Reds. Look, it's not an easy place to go, but weirdly, we seem to have been better away from home than we have been at home. Even in the Champions League, obviously, both the legs against Leipzig were played in the Puskás Arena in Hungary. And Wolves aren't in the greatest of form themselves. Now, obviously, losing Raul Jimenez would be a big loss to any team. And it's great news for the world of football to see that he's back doing some bits of training with Wolves. Adama Traore's been in and out of form for them this season. Pedro Neto, of course, looks very lively. And they do have some good up-and-coming youngsters as well as the likes of João Moutinho. A very good goalkeeper there as well in Rui Patricio. And as we all know, Nuno is an excellent manager. But what intrigued me about this one was, we know now that we've got quite a while until the quarterfinal of the Champions League. So I asked myself, what will Klopp do here? We've seen the impact Fabinho had in midfield. Will we see Jones get a start? Will Keita perhaps get a start? So it took a while to come up with this predicted 11, but as always, I'll bring it up on screen now, talk you guys through it, and I'd love to know your thoughts, of course, on both the score prediction and the 11. But look, let's have a look at my predicted 11 and then see what you guys think about it for the game. So, as you can see, I've gone for Alisson in goal, of course. Trent Alexander-Arnold, right back. Robbo, left back. And you know what? I think Phillips and Kabak did more than enough to deserve to keep their place. Nat Phillips was my man of the match against Leipzig. I thought he was phenomenal. Everything, aerial battles, everything he needed to do, he did. Putting his body on the line. And Kabak alongside him looked more assured than I've seen Kabak in a Liverpool shirt, if I'm being honest with you. I know a lot of Liverpool fans out there want to see Ben Davies get a chance, but I'm somebody that's always used the same old adage. If you are playing well and if you deserve to keep that shirt, you should get the shirt. Then we move into midfield, and look, how beautiful is it that I can sit here and say Fabinho should be and most probably will be back in midfield alongside Thiago Alcantara. Now, the big question then for me came with who goes on the other side. Do we go with Gini Wijnaldum, who, look, let's face it, has been excellent, ran himself into the ground? Do we go with Curtis Jones, who's had a real breakthrough moment this season? What I've done is, I've seen enough in Naby Keita to think that, right, now Naby, go push on, lad. So I think a midfield of Fabinho, Thiago and Naby Keita would be more than enough to cause anybody problems. And then if we do need the legs of Gini or Curtis Jones to come on at some stage, they will be on the bench and it will be possible for the gaffer. Up front, Sadio Mane, Diogo Jota and Mohamed Salah. Absolutely no change for me there. I thought, you know, we look sharper, and particularly with Diogo Jota, he seems to cover every blade of grass. He seems to be dropping deep, he seems to be left, he seems to be right, and I've loved it. I've loved seeing him back in that Liverpool team. It's almost like his presence alone lifts the energy around us. if we can build on the back of that 2 good results against Leipzig, if we can build on some teams above us dropping points this weekend, and we know of course that Manchester United will be playing West Ham as well, so somebody's going to be dropping points there at some point. You never know, folks. I'm not saying that it's on, but I'm not saying that it's 100% impossible. If Liverpool can go on a good run here, and look, Molineux's no easy place to go at the best of times. Wolves are no mugs, they're a very good side. But I'm hoping that we carry that Champions League form into the Premier League and go to Molineux on Monday night under the lights, a time spot which I like. I know it's a bit difficult at times when you don't have Saturday or Sunday Liverpool football to watch, but Monday we'll know how the weekend is played out. North London derby, of course, coming up as well this weekend. Somebody's dropping points there, so we could be in a position to maybe capitalise even more, and hopefully that will drive the lads on. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm going brave here, and I'm going to predict that 2-1 win for the Reds. As always, though, I'd love to know what you guys think about this and any other stuff coming up on the channel. We will, of course, be doing a watch-along of the game here on Anfield Agenda on Monday night. Jack Gill will be live with the team news announcement show, as always. Then I'll come on 30 minutes before kick-off, do the watch-along, and then I'll do my post-match reaction show, and Jack Gill will do his, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of fun. But look, as always, this has been brought to you in association with our sponsors, Boiled Sports, without whom we wouldn't have been able to bring you so much content this season. So a massive thank you to them, a massive thank you to you guys as well. I hope that you're having a lovely weekend. I hope that you're all safe and well. Don't forget, drop a like on the video. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We are closing in on our hopeful end of season target of 100,000 subscribers. We can do it, folks, but we'll need your help as always. Lots of love to you guys. I'll catch up with you soon. Take care, and up the Reds.